Hey folks, just a reminder to check out my other channel, How to Rock Spirit, where I talk about everything under the sun, from astrology to mysticism to psychedelic yoga to practical materialism and philosophy too. Hope to see you there. Namaste. Good evening, folks. My name's Dustin Cormier, and you're watching How to Rock Campfire. Today's episode is on a song called Sympathy for the Devil by the Rolling Stones. Love the Rolling Stones, man. You know, the Beatles and the Rolling Stones, when they were both coming out, the Beatles were a prim, proper sort of dealio. They had a lot more of the glissando, the high repartee sort of glissando of George Harrison was a rooster, and John Lennon was a metal dragon. That's the years they were born in. And you can kind of see that kind of came out as a large part of the Beatles' flow. And the main flow in the Rolling Stones was purely, like the dragon's part of spring, and that's the wood element. And the rooster is part of metal, and that's autumn, and that's like refinement. And and wood has a sort of refinement as well. Anyway, the Rolling Stones, Keith Richards is a horse, like my brother, and Mick Jagger is a ram like me. They're both in the fire season, and it's much more about being out here in the south and the livingness. So that's why people have this portrayal that, you know, the Beatles were the goody-goodies, the mop-top cuts, and the Rolling Stones were the wild guys, you know? My buddy, who you'll be seeing in the video, he was telling me that they wrote this song, I believe, based on, I'm sure my YouTube commenters are going to help me out with this, and that's cool. I think that this song was written after I don't know if it was Keith Richards or Mick Jagger or both, they read a novel, a Russian novel, about what was happening in, like, you know, the communist times and stuff in Soviet Russia, and that's what a lot of this stuff is about. Anyway, the idea is sympathy for the devil, and it's a pretty trippy idea. Obviously, this kind of ran in the face of, like, you know, it's like the black and you know, structural societal civil society is like the white general idea, you know, like the yin and the yang, and they have the Rolling Stones are expressing a psychedelic sympathy for the black, for dissolution as opposed to godly harmoniousness. Because, you know, Paint It Black, you know, they wrote the song Paint It Black, right? The black is important, and I think that people dichotomize the religious black and white thing a little bit too, like, much, I guess. I don't know. I mean, it's good to always be willing to open and expand ourselves into transcendental vistas, which are alien to our limited frames of experience and memory. And that's what the South idea of the Wu Tsing, the pentagram. South is Mars, and that's expression, that's desire, opening to desire. And so it's kind of cool that they wrote this song, and it's such an expression of that southern aspect of reality, which is important, you know? In Wu Tsing, wood represents spring, and summer is the fruiting of the seeds sown in spring. Earth, you know, late Indian summer is more like the actual fruiting, but in summer, the idea is that after the knowledge, you know, spring represents Jupiter and buoyant springing of knowledge. And then summer comes into Mars, and Mars represents the eating, the tasting of the fruit, the going, or, you know, the reaching out for the fruit anyway. The fruiting of the season comes, and all the flowers come in the summer, and everything is lively and vitalized. And I think the Rolling Stones express that same bursting, melting psychedelicness, that expression of Mars. And it comes through both of them. You know, it's very much a horse thing. The horse is usually somebody who's like the masculine fire sign, who just has these jet expressions of true lived thought, experience, and heart in the moment. You know, Keith Richards is like that, you know? He just goes and does his thing, and it's just kind of like, this is what I'm doing, man. Sorry. good luck with your thing, you know. And that's what's that's what's cool about the Rolling Stones, man, is that they were willing to express such an alien dimension of reality and existence. And I think that that's what the devil that they are sympathizing for in this song. I don't know. The song's cool because it has just like a very interesting mirroring of what the idea of the devil is. It's like a very subjective thing. He says, I watched with glee while all your kings and queens fought for 10 decades for the gods they made. That structure, that societal harmony is different in every subject's eyes. That idea of God, structure, harmony, the white, and it's hard for different people with these different shades of that so-called truth. It's difficult for them to decide on one, you know what I mean? Because reality is not necessarily one person's perspectival reality tunnel. So you got all these different subjects, and that's like the devil side, while all these kings and queens fought for 10 decades for the gods they made, It's the splitting, the other face of God, it's interesting, It's almost like if there was an idea of a god, of that structure, then there wouldn't be an idea of that devil, of the dissolution of that structure, And that's kind of what they're getting at here. It's showing that dialecticalism. And he says, I shouted out who killed the Kennedys when after all it was you and me. It was just kind of like everybody. I don't know. Anyway, that's my astrological take on the subject. And now I'm just going to show you guys quickly what it is I'm doing. I'm going to show you how to play the tune, and then me and my buddy are going to play, my buddy Brandon are going to play this song for you guys after I show it to you. Anyway, it's just, it's easy chords. So it's E, D, A. Usually you'll have, people on bongos and stuff, right? And then I think it just kind of comes in just with the guitar chords. I usually start it off with just being very light. That'll usually be going along with those bongos, right? That's pretty much the whole thing, right? I'm a man of wealth and taste. I've been around for a long, long years. Stole many man's soul and faith. Blah, blah, blah. I was around when Jesus Christ has going down the pipe. Made sure that Pilate washed his hands and sealed his fate. Boom, 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 boom. Pleased to meet you. Oh, that's my name. Boo, boo. Boo, boo. Oh, what's puzzling? So yeah, I like the idea of like the who, like they got the who kind of thing. It's like, who is this devil that they're talking about? And it's fucking like everybody. Oh, it's so psychedelic. It's chippy. So yeah, that's the idea. Is you kind of have that those who's going along in the background while everyone's got the guitar going around. If one person has the lead, everyone else can have that harmony, right? When Jesus Christ had his moment, yeah, I guess I should say washed his hands and sealed his fate. He's wait on the E twice before you come into the B again. Anyway, yeah. So when we're coming into that B7, sorry, my nose is stuffed. What I like to do is I'll hit my 4th fret of my E string with my pinky, open A string, then 1st fret with my 1st finger, and then 2nd fret with my 2nd finger on the A string, and that leads me into the B7, right? The B7th is the 5th of the E. It goes back into the E, obviously, right? Boom, 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 boom. Pleased to meet you. hire who. I can't do it right now. But what's puzzling you is the nature of my game. I stuck around in St. Petersburg when I saw it was time for change. Right? Yeah, you guys know what I'm talking about. So, that's pretty much the whole tune. It's got little solos and stuff going on there as well, but you'll be able to see me and my buddy Brandon playing this song right now. And yeah, hope you guys dig. Take care. Here you go, sir. Fitz's. Damn! Alright, so it's actually in the key of E. I fucked up. I'm really
major?
glad. Yeah, I'm really glad I went and checked that out. It's not me. So do you want to give me an E chord? D, D, A, and E.
That's easier.
Yep. And it stays like I mean B7.
Oh,
B
B7.
banana.
Okay,
Yeah,
what's B7?
So you can do it this way, or you can do it like an A chord. You know your A chord, right? Yep. It's like an A chord, but with the seventh, right? So you take the middle finger off. Yeah, that'll do too. But you got to do it on the second fret with a bar. That's why I think that it's easy to just bar the whole fret and then just put these two fingers on.
Fingers. I got the bar. Second fret.
Pinky on the B string. Yep. And third finger on the D string. On the D string.
On the D string.
That's it right there. So yeah, you can do it like that or you can do it like this. This one's easier, but it's just no weird.
This looks good to me.
So yeah, that part's like, pleased to meet you. Oh, kiss my babe. Ooh, 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 what's lovely? It's just good. How's it going, everybody? I'm Dustin Cormius, my buddy Brandon Dempster, and we're How to Rock a Campfire. Thanks for watching the show. Today's episode is on a song called Sympathy for the Devil by Rolling Stones. And yeah, high energy tune. Hope you guys dig it. I guess
I can't play with this jack. I don't know how to.
yeah, no problem.
This jack is just weighing down my arms.
Yeah, I like to play light too.
Fucking spiders, scary man. That better stay the fuck out of the basement.
I guess you'll be glad to get out of that basement. Eh?
No, I don't mind the spiders. I'm fucking.
There you go. thanks a lot, everybody. We're How to Rock Campfire. See you on the next one. There you go. So now all I got to do is make like a lesson before that. And then in the lesson, I'll say, now you're going to see a video of me and my buddy Brandon Dempster playing this song right now.
Cool, man. That's fun, man.
Yeah, that's how they work, man. And, you know, it's fun because it's cool because we had fun doing this shit, but we're also productive.
Yeah, exactly, man.
I love that, man. That is my favorite shit in the world. Oh, we weren't recording!
Really?
No, I'm just kidding.